Today is 7/10, 10, 7/10, 21. So we just missed another opportunity. Dear self from the future self, us from the fucking past or present, whatever you want to call this, we just messed up our opportunity for you. I don't know what to even tell you. I don't know if it was good or bad, or what if we dodged a bullet, or if we just literally missed out on a goddamn Mercedes-Benz trucks for you. We don't know. But I do know the facts was it was $3.99 per the sheet that we don't have, or what any kind of extra additional things that could have been along with this. This could have been the we could have learned from somebody at the job. I don't know, a formula to break through all the shit we were going through. We could have met a friendship that might have gotten us through whatever the fuck we were going through now, but we don't know because we were late. And I know right now every opportunity is vital for me. Every opportunity, like literally, there's not too many things popping. So any opportunity I'm supposed to get, I'm supposed to take advantage of. And what makes it even worse was I messed up this morning about oversleeping because I was trying to get sleep for my body. And they gave me another chance and told me to come earlier today. But under the bludgeoniness of chance, back to what we know, opportunity and chance has presented itself again. You just fucked it up. We fucked it up for you. Sorry, buddy. You've done nothing yet. Hopefully you learned from this. We wrote an unformed song off of this because now out of every experience, I don't give a fuck how we feel. We're going to create something for you. Let's present it. Because we can draw our experience create from everything. Because right now we have a major project leading up to that's due in life to God. Now you don't know the melody for this. And I know you're going to help us create it. I just wrote it here. It's not much form with nothing, but this is what we know. You don't want to sing it right now, but you're going to fucking sing it. Look at that fucking thing and sing it. The bludgeoniness of chance finds me in this dance. Double fuck predicament of which I don't fully understand. But in what? But in coming moments. But in coming moments, we'll learn to accept. As a product of my past, I manifest through the ways I love it, through the way that I have act. So now it begins, the harvest of your season. Though sown through the seasons. No weep, no sorrow. No weep, nor sorrow. Head buddy, but unbowed though. Fear of the unknown. Paralyzed and unbeknown of what's really going on in the world and in your own. Now I am man. I am here. I am every word from my inner mirrors. I plead for our own world's humanity and bleeding and pleading for the bloodlines of the coming sanity, of our bloodline sanity. I, with every gift inside of me, I artistically and harmoniously express all of me with every bit of me. I plead and decree. 1721 today, Justin D. Yeah, so good luck with that. That was a cappella. That was a random melody that came up in my head. I could only have what I had in my head. I'm just very, I'm not upset, but I'm upset because I care about stuff, but I'm also very worried that That judgment day is gonna come calling, and we're gonna miss a call, or we're gonna miss a honk, or we're gonna miss out on what it is that we're supposed to be doing. You know, and because deep down I know I don't deserve to even be on a road right now. But God's grace and God's favor, and that's just a spiritual aspect of it. But in reality, thank God for our communities and the world and our government, you know, and our people that help and lead us and guide us. You know what I'm saying? Our people that inspire us, like. And I don't have to become like all haughty about it, but I'm just saying, like, my angels and my demons, like, my assignment is in life. I have an assignment. Is to give out of me what I've been given, creatively. And I have so many different categories, and I feel like my life is saying, and he's pray tell, and he's saying this week the category is music, acting, I don't know, art. You know what I'm saying, like all kind of stuff, because that's what I'm gifted in and things. And I'm gonna have to foot that bill. If I can't pass that test, I'm fucked. Each week, I feel like my resources are dwindling away. I feel like I'm on a Mario game, and the lava's burning, but you gotta try to jump across these little things, and the roof's coming down, so you gotta try to get out of there at the same time. See, as my resources are dwindling away, I'm down to all I have. I started in this apartment with iPhones, iPads, cameras, and all this stuff. Now all I have is an iPhone. And maybe that's all I need. That's all I need. The bare minimum. Because people were creating without all that stuff. They were creating with just a camera. So this is day 2 of year 33. 33. The rebirth of a dream. The road. Ease on down the road. So don't carry nothing that might be load. Ease on down the road. Don't carry nothing that might be load. Ease on down the road. I don't know how to artistically, I'm supposed to cut and edit this, but I have to make something to put on something. And I'm just being honest with you right now, man. I normally have a vision for stuff like this, or with a Canon camera, I had a vision. I know what my camera looks like, but I don't know what the fuck you look like on a Samsung Google thing. So we have to see each other. And I know it's impossible because this is a normal camera. They have good technology as well. But I'm just telling you, I'm uncomfortable. It's not impossible, it's just uncomfortable. So, it's you and I. And you get me through. have to be honest, you get me through all my little tasks, my little chores. So you can get me through anything else. It's not that I underestimate you. It's just that I just don't appreciate you enough. I don't appreciate a lot of things enough. I use them for what I want to use them for. I put them back down instead of utilize them and appreciate them in all its glory. Maybe I'm not accessing into the full maximization of all the products that I own. I'm like I'm a handsome fool who charm can get him anywhere, but he uses as a tool to get only what he wants, which is only 2% of what he could really get. And tap into the 2% of the potential of things that he can actually utilize. So he's left unaware as to the real amount of power, because it's a double-edged sword for him. You think because you look good you have something? No, you don't. It's your looks. That's nothing. That can fade. However, you get what you want, but you're not even realizing the full capacity of what something can be used as. That's something so far beyond him, but yet you're settling. You're stuck on this stage. I just came up with that. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. And right now we're just talking to us. And that's what I said. From now on, every project or anything that you're doing is dedicated towards yourself. Any project, any song is towards you. Today's lesson, time management. I can't write a song right now about time management, but at the same time, if you write one, it needs to have time in it. Because time costs you an opportunity today of the unknown that you would never know. I don't cry with spoiled milk, so clean the shit up and don't want to hear about it anymore. And I protect this now so you can go back and look at the lesson later, because you do a lot of talking and you don't do a lot of doing, like the queen said. So I guess this is some kind of progress. And yes, you like Beyonce. Your life can't reflect hers because you are not her. You don't have her resources. You're not consistent like her. However, you call yourself liking her. She gives you the lessons of the standards to put them up to. She puts them out there in the little inspiration pieces. You should start paying attention to them. You sing all her lyrics. You do all her dances. Now look at all her little speeches and what she talks about in between those things too. Don't just eat the vegetables and fruits and vegetables that you want. Eat the whole fucking plate. I know you. You like to pick and choose what the fuck you want. So now we're both gonna try to win. We're gonna do a lot of picking and choosing.
You've lost your mind.
We have. You lose yours? I was thinking about some of the things like I found on our computer, some of those pictures. Have you lost your mind? Have you lost your mind? You want to continue life doing stuff like that, compromising that stuff, and still try to want to beat somebody too? We must be crazy. So it's like, it's really like real what's going on. Yeah, there is some kind of insanity going on here. But we're moving forward again. I'm not going to talk about it because I can't really do it. I just got to continue being. I'm not going to explain how it's going to be. But I love you. I have to. I can't run from you. I don't want to run from you. I want to deal with you. We're going to deal with you, future self. We're going to embrace all of us. and learn to live with all of us and grow with all of us and love all of us and die with all of us and suffer the consequences with all of us. Agape love. That means literally that I have to hate and love you at the same time. But there's enough of it to go around. There's enough hate and love for us to go around. There's enough room in this apartment for all of us to exist in here harmoniously. Agape love. Agape love. Unconditional. Meaning I love you when your fire's burning and it hurts. I love you when we're doing great. I love you even though you spit in my fucking eye. And then you gotta love the undeveloped us who's like a newborn baby, who's all cute and smell good and smell like little Johnson & Johnson baby lotion that you don't even know what they're gonna look like yet, but you're hoping they come looking like something, but then they come out looking like, what the But you can't really say that because you're a baby. But you still love them anyway. Or what if he doesn't get to develop? And I'm really going to be pissed at you. Something one of us did. I'm not going to know why or how. But I'm still going to have to love you and not leave you either. And we'll have to get through all this together too. Agape love. I don't want to think about that, man. What if we do all this for nothing, man? That's why you're gonna have to start putting stuff out in little pieces, bro. That's why this is for. This is a progress. You got a little progress reports. There's not a report card. You have to have interims and all this other stuff, man. Like there's not a season finale. There's a diary every fucking day. Stop rolling this camera because I can't edit all this stuff. I can't. Like, I don't want to. I'm not going to. It's uncomfortable. I'm lazy. Like, I want to eat. I want to be human in my apartment too. I don't know when. I don't know. I don't know when people tell people that it's over or we need to start and stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stuff I don't know. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how people do things. I don't know when they... I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when you're shooting these things, like when you start, when you stop, how much you edit, how you edit, I'll go through all that stuff. I don't know what I'm saying? Like, sessions, and it's just, my skin is fucking itching. Jesus Christ. And the rooms, this house is a mess. Like, you clean up here, it doesn't smell fresh in here. Like, you just cut yourself, like, scratching yourself again. Oh, I hate fucking scratches on my hand. I like for my hands to be well manicured, so you don't have dirt over your fingernails like they talked about. And I don't want my hands to look all beat up to make it look like I've been working outside. Like most people expect black people to look like we worked outside. I'm just gonna say this, and I've never said this before in life. It's only appropriate because this is how I feel. Growing up, never was ashamed to be black. I never felt like I was like, oh, I feel like I'm black. No, like, I knew I was black. I used to play little league football with other black boys. I felt like I was included there. I never felt racially discriminated. Like, you know what I'm saying? No one ever like spit or anything on me. I've never seen it in my life. But then I started going to performing arts, elementary, high school, and middle school. I started going to school, and I started becoming more consciously aware that I was in performing arts. And there's not that many performing arts colored kids. There's not a balance of that. There's a lot of us in band. That's like a default for us. Put us in band. Throw them in band. There's some of us in drama. There's some of us in art. What else is there? Violin. You know what I'm saying? Like an orchestra. There's a lot of us in dance. There's a lot of girls, especially a lot of African American girls in dance. The actual drawing and painting, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of artistic black kids as well. So we felt like in these Magnum programs, we had a community of us there. So we felt like we had each other. So I didn't feel like we were ever misrepresented, because I always felt like I represented a certain amount of us, you know? So I always felt like, hey, I'm special. I represent like not that many of us. Right? And then I went to a predominantly black high school, but then I was in a white magnet school program, right? And I was like, well, that's kind of a whoa. Like, it's a predominantly black high school, but then there's a predominantly white magnet school program where it's like a predominantly white kids come here just for the program, for performing arts. So then you're back to being a minority in the magnet program. And it's the same dynamic over there where we're being standing out of our communities, but in performing arts again. Now, I was a double-edged sword because by then I had learned how to do sports on top of being in a magnet program. And then what was even more ironic, I went from a magnet high school to a private high school, playing sports, doing extracurricular under magnet program like dramas and stuff. Very thankful for both of those experiences. But what it taught me was, you are a black boy. You are very privileged. I was taught to speak well, present myself well. Be very thankful for every opportunity I got. But one, I didn't know my history of our people. Yeah, we have black history, but I didn't know where our family was from. I had good friends. I love my parents, you know what I'm saying? And like, I knew that it was a lot of stuff I was exposed to that I wouldn't have found out had I been just in a black community. There's a lot of things that I would have known that I was able to go back and share with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my black neighborhoods. I was street smart. I was able to play sports where these kids from off the streets made me tough. That magnet schools wouldn't have made me tough. And then you come to New York, where you think that I have a white friend a Spanish friend, and we come from Florida, so we're thinking now you're special. Coming from Orlando, I just knew just enough. I'm the Apple generation where my iPhone knew everything for me. I celebrated holidays, but I didn't know enough. And then I get here. I only have an associate's degree. Flunked out of college, didn't finish that. I majored in radio and television broadcasting. Not even like philosophy, like not even anything like major, you know? So I work for a technology-based company. So I'm only as smart as an iPhone or a computer, laptop. Experienced as a bankruptcy paralegal and customer service skills. But I'm exposed to a third-year college education. Didn't complete the fourth or fifth year to even know the internships, which is the rough trials and the actual completion of something. But I'm exposed to certain things. Then you come to a New York where these people here have a sense of knowing where they come from, a sense of pride, a sense of hope, wonder, a sense of community, a sense of representation. And I come here unaware, mesmerized, on a cloud, optimistic, an acceptance of who I really am, but eager, excited, proud, scared, and lucky. And next thing I know, I wake up in this apartment. It's the pandemic. And I'm traveling outside with my mask on and stuff. Looking at people, visiting people, working at, I get a job. I'm inside like everybody else, and then some days I'm out just like everybody else too. I'm taking it serious, but I'm not taking it serious either. Like, I'm like, okay, it's okay, but like, okay. Like, I'm still wearing my gloves and doing all the other stuff, but I'm just like, I can still see friends, right? And then it happens a little bit longer. I'm working in Pennsylvania. Then I'm not working. And then at the beginning of this, I remember we're all watching Netflix. We're rejoicing because, like, of course, the Queen ushers us into the pandemic with a beautiful concert. And spirits are high, shows are at a high. We're just like, okay, whatever's going to happen, we're going to ride it out with entertainment. And somewhere my Netflix canceled, like my Netflix subscription stopped. And I switched over from Netflix, I remember singing in my apartment, to with her, to now, like, I'm opening windows and singing and over here, over there, and like all kind of stuff. Next thing I know, the pandemic's over, and I'm still in my apartment, and I'm watching these shows now, and I realized I've missed holidays. I've missed Black holidays, United States holidays. I've missed emails. I missed websites. I missed the starting of embarking of talking to family members. I missed birthdays. I missed births. I've missed deaths. I've missed all kind of stuff. I pick and chose what I wanted to watch, so I don't know what to watch, what's going on. And then it makes me go back to, like, was it just a pandemic, or was it all before that too? Then I finally started to realize through documents, and I'm like reading headlines and stuff, I'm just like, whoa, that's weird. I'm seeing people pop up in headlines, and I'm just like, hey, I read that a couple weeks ago, or I started reading about that, but I wasn't consciously aware of what's going on. Now I'm just like, wait, what is going on with that? That's a big deal. What is this going on? Like, what's happening? Then something tells me, oh my God, I haven't read a book in months. I've only watched films that I wanted to watch. I don't know what's trending. I don't care about trending. I haven't cared about what's trending. What's that? What's a trending? Why does trending even matter? And then it goes from there to Hulu to Netflix. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, when all these shows pop up, what are these shows about? Who are these characters? What are they saying? Like, shit. Then I cross over back to my iTunes library. I'm just like, I've lost a whole iTunes library. I've gained one. But then who are these new artists? What have these old artists been saying? When did this mixtape come out? When did this playlist come out? Spotify streams? What does that even matter? Audio engineering, like, what is all this other stuff? I'm trying to learn something, but I'm still not trying to learn something. I'm like, there's so much content and stuff for like that I'm supposed to ingest. I should have been ingesting this entire time that I've disconnected. Because a part of me has been focused on what I wanted to develop in me. Another part of me has been picking and choosing based upon my preferences. Another half has been going based upon what's been exposed to me, based upon like advertisement and all this other stuff, where I'm just like, shit. And then I'm looking at my emails, and Apple TV is also sending me emails of what they want me to watch. And I can't hide from Apple TV because I used to work for Apple. So I always had an Apple ID. And they know me. They know what I listen to. They know what I watch. They know the counts. Whether I'm aware of it, they know the counts. They got all that stuff. Your iTunes fucking library cannot lie. They know what you buy. They know how many times you done looked at it. They know the location of where you done got it from. Because all this other stuff I'm learning now, our phones tracks where we're going across these websites. So they're picking up little things that you don't even know that they're picking up about you. Like, oh, you do like this, but you don't know you like this. Because you do like this, you're doing it subliminally to yourself. Because you've done it 6 times this week and you haven't paid attention to it. But this little machine has. And they suggested that because you looked at that shirt, maybe you might like this show. Because people who like that show, they like that shirt. Or people who like that shirt, like their shirt because they saw it on that show. And they say you're just like, whoa, is this show about me? And you watch the show, you're just like, oh my God! I know that guy. I went to school with him, or oh my God, that was me in that situation. Like, you're just like, oh my God. And you're looking at all these shows, you're just like, oh. I'm tired. Like, it's overwhelming because I'm just like, shit, like I'm learning something from everything now. I'm overstimulated. I'm just like, what are you saying, God? I'm just like, are you telling me to not do this, or have you seen me do this? It's just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Grateful now. But at the same time, I'm just like, oh, man. But it brings up my awareness that maybe as a black boy, maybe I am unique. Maybe I am misrepresented as well. Yes, you guys are killing us. Police brutality, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd. Say their names. Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin. Oh God. Breonna Taylor. Oh no. Her boyfriend, her cousins, those stories. There's so many more names I should name, and I want to pull out right now. I just have to say what's at the top of my mind. Say their names. Say their names. And no, I'm not blaming every last one. But I have to say something for our race. Yes, Juneteenth, I'm sorry I didn't celebrate it. I went to work and I wasn't fully aware of the freedom of our people, because mentally I've been enslaved to my own devices in here, but at the same time, with every mountain high, let freedom ring. Our people need reparations. You've given Chinese people their payback, Jewish people their payback. Our people were enslaved, and you got to put it in history books for our children to see it, and yet you don't pay homage to it. You don't respect us. You don't say sorry. You just show these pictures. You don't say what we're about to show you depicts actions that we're not proud of in this country. But we have to show you in order for us to move on and try to get to help you heal through it. You don't even say that. You don't even get a disclaimer. You just show it. There's no mental health programs for our people to heal from it. because that is years of trauma. I don't see any specialists talking about that. You talk about trauma of all different forms of nowadays and how it's passed throughout, but they don't show the effects of trauma and how it's passed down through abuse and slavery and embondishment. There's generational and genetic freedom that needs to happen as well. People have been financially compensated for so many things in this country. And you guys recognize the fact that we've been enslaved, and there's movies about it. You wrote it in the history books, but you won't write it in the treasury. You guys send out corona checks faster than I sent out, and we didn't even know if this was real or not. You guys sent out corona checks for us to recover faster than you did for our people to recover, and this country was built on our backs. It's in the Constitution. It's in all of our buildings, our federal government buildings, that what happened in this country, and yet you still won't pay homage to us. You guys legalized the holiday. You freed us. You freed us from back then. You need to show us what the money where the mouth is, brother. Free my bank account. Free our kids. Free our neighborhoods. Free our buildings. Free our black men. Free us. Now I'm gonna stop there because I am saying but that's it. But that's what I'm saying. That's my 2 cents. Because everybody got their 2 cents. Ouch. I'm coming home, I'm coming home, coming home, I'm coming home. So, oh man, I want to stand up. So it's safe for us to go outside again. And this morning I still woke up and was afraid to go outside. I'm asking if someone can start meeting me to go walking because I'm afraid to go outside alone. I don't have any friends right now. Just for a walk, for a 45-minute walk. I don't care how old or little you are or young or I don't know. I'm going to try to start doing that at tomorrow Sunday. So let's try to go. My grandma used to go from either 7 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I love you, Grandma. Rest in peace. So I'm going to try to get up and go from either 7 or 9 o'clock tomorrow. We don't even have to talk to each other. We don't have to shake hands. You can just look at me and just start walking together. Just look and you can follow me or something. I don't know. I have to systematically do something different in this apartment, in life, in my mentality, on so many different levels, in so many different degrees. I have to get more woke. I see there's people online, influencers, who are presenting facts every day about our people. Even Google themselves have incorporated Van Gogh's artwork. There's this opera now where I can make these little things sing opera and take them on tour. And they're teaching us about different art museums of art and stuff that I'm just like, we live in New York, Justin. You can go see art. Last night I was able to go to, thank God, to Olive Garden where I like to go for dinner, just for one meal, nothing fancy or anything, for my birthday. And that's, I guess, the one place where I figure that place is, to me, it's fancy, but it's not the fanciest, whatever. It's my little slice of heaven, my little castle. And I was able to get through a trivia. At one point I was leading, because God knows I don't know my history. You see, in either American history or my own lineage history. So I'm going to try to improve in that. I'm sorry, God, and for everyone. Like, I should, in order to know where I'm going, I need to know where I've been. And these things are cool to know. It inspires, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at how life imitates art, and art imitates all these other different things. Shout out to people I don't really like pay attention to who's doing these things, like Travis Scott and Migos and everybody. In that instance, I just want to say I'm sorry to the entire entertainment community in the world if I may have compromised one technology, which misinterpreted my own ignorance to the mediums and the arts of this world and our different leaders and our politicians. I'm sorry if I wasn't being 100% myself, or if I may have disengaged or utilized a specific medium such as art, music, culture, or anything where I may have disenfranchised something else indirectly of my own ignorance. But the thing is now is I'm just telling you guys that I went from before this, I was not have been aware. I'm just starting to become aware to these things. I don't know I don't have the solutions for them yet, but I'm starting to wake up a little bit. Which also means that with the sense of that, I'm going to also be held accountable. I'm not running from that. Which is now I'm not running out of New York. I don't want to run from New York. I don't want to run from Florida. I don't want to run from anything. I don't run. I pause. I lay down. I take a jog. I shower. I do a lot of things. And there's a time and a place for everything. But what I do, I always try to stand in my truth or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell the truth. I try to do things the right way. Or I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to come from a place of positive intent. And try to do the right thing. And if it's something that deep down is bothering me, I cough it up. My spirit doesn't let it rest in me. And that's a mix between my own feelings and guilt. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good and a bad thing. I don't know. However, it comes up at me. And now, as I continue forward to deal with the the results of my life. And I say results because that's on a positive and a negative scale. Whatever it is, the reality that I've created, I embrace life fully. The good and the bad, the agape love, the everything. And I pray that I can learn something from it. I don't allow my emotions to make me miss the message. Because I'm watching movies like Inside Out, I've learned that there's behind every emotion, there's a basis, there's a need that it comes from. I love honey. It gives you energy. People worked a long time to get you this honey. It's good for your body. Y'all should get y'all some. Oh. I need some more of these. I like LED light bulbs. I hate this speaker. I hate this fucking speaker. Yeah. Let me get some drink. Hold on. So you're not gonna address the gray elephant in the room? I'm wanting to say this with sincerity, but I'm a jackass. I'm a dick. I know this. And I don't want to put any words or take away from the fact that I fucked up. I love you. At the same time, I can't act like I'm no good. You know what I'm saying? I'm no good for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm no good. Like I can't. As you know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I wanna. I'm not in a place where like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm still dealing with a lot of stuff. And I care. But at the same time, like, I keep seeing what I'm doing, man. Like, and I don't think you do. I know you probably don't. And even for me, to even say that's disrespectful. But I'm just telling you, like, I emailed you, you didn't email me back. And I'm gonna go handle that. I would have done that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just say that. And however we got to mend this, I need to start by mending me first. I can't. But if I stay in here, like, I'm not progressing. But I'm not leaving here either because I got like it's things I gotta finish here. Like I don't know. I just want to say I don't know how it's supposed to be handled. I don't know. I was hoping that you could help make that decision with me, but go from there. And I need you to say so, or say something. No, I mean, like, honestly. Because I need to be able to tell you, like, exactly fully. Because right now, I don't tell anybody anything transparent, like the full transparent, other than my dad. Like, that's what I'm afraid I don't know if I can even trust that anymore with anybody. Because everybody runs away. And I'm talking about everything. I'm not telling you to help me heal this. I'm just telling you, like, just something, like, listen. I promise you I'm not doing this stuff on purpose. I'm talking about fully, not nothing, like anything, like, just listen. Take away everything, like, just listen. Just us people. I've never done that before. I never will again. I'm not, is what I'm telling you. Like, there's only one code, and if that doesn't work, everything else doesn't make sense. Said that before, nobody listens. So it's very logical. Everything's logic with me. It's either yes or no. I'm serious. It's that serious. Yes or no. Like, it's, what do you want to eat? No, yes. Like, then there's a part of me that's like a emotional, and I'm very logical when it comes to, like, loyal and, like, or when it comes to relationships. And I don't think it's like that for everybody. Some people, it's like I don't know, whatever. Call me if you get lost. Or maybe I should probably go. I don't know. That's been coming up a lot. I guess it's an hour, right? That's what my teacher said. An hour. I learned that in class the other day for audio engineering when we were doing music for TV and stuff. It should be under 55 minutes. So cut. Thank you, family, for wishing me happy birthday yesterday. This is 33. I love you guys. Thanks, Mom, Dad, for calling. Nisha, Dijon, and Kujan, like all my siblings. I just want y'all to know that this is like, it's not just for me. I mean that on like a larger scale. In my perfect world, there's a house that's big enough for all of us to live in together on one property where no one else will have to pay rent. No one. Like, but, of course, me. Like, but still, like, I would, everyone will live there. Everyone. Everyone will live in one huge house, property for years. Like, literally, it'd be a safe haven for our entire lineage where no one can kick us out. No one can tell us colors only. People can have their own gardens. We always have a home. No one's on the street. It should be like that for all of our people. As much as we've been through, boats we've been on, we should have property everywhere in America where no one can kick us off or tell us where we gotta sit. There's enough land for it. God knows. Give up some of that Yellowstone National Park and all these other places. Divvy that up. Real estate. I want to hoard that too. But yeah. Proud family, proud family. They'll make you scream. Y'all make me want to sing. A family thing, a family. My family. I push your buttons. I make y'all want to hug your family. Proud, proud family. Now we do that. This is why I do all the ghetto shout outs at the end. Shout out to this, shout out to that, shout out to this. Yeah, like, I miss a lot of people and everything, but just shout out to the world, humanity. Damn, I have to put, like, I just want to at least shout out to families. Shout out to the Carters. Shout out to the Khaled's. Shout out to the Minajes. Shout out to the Diddy's. Shout out to the Obamas. Shout out to the Trumps. Shout out to the Cat people. Shout out to the people on TLC. Ooh, shout out to the Ricos. Shout out to the Dynasty people. Shout out to the AKAs. Shout out to the Deltas. Shout out to the SG Rose. Shout out to the shout out to the classical music people. Shout out to France. Shout out to Paris. Shout out to Europe. Shout out to the Netherlands. Shout out to Africa. Shout out to Haiti. Shout out to a lot of people I'm missing. Shout out to Dubai. Shout out to Hawaii. Shout out to London. Shout out to London. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to to Pakistan. Shout out to Afghanistan. Shout out to third world countries. Shout out to China. Shout out to Japan. Shout out to Thailand. Shout out to Asia. Shout out to Indonesia. Shout out to Netherlands. Did I say that? Greenland. Shout out to trannies. Shout out to the gay community. Shout out to football players. Shout out to policemen. Shout out to kids that are learning to dance. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to your president. Shout out to YouTube stars. Shout out to R. Kelly. Give R. Kelly some love, y'all. Also give him a little bit of hate, but give him a little bit of love. Also, shout out to people who are like just misinterpreted. Shout out to people who are going through shit right now. Shout out. Just shout out right now. Just shout it out. For anybody who might be overlooked, shout out. Just think about it. Just say somebody's name. Shit. It's about the person that we're not thinking about. Think about them. Shout out to the people that we've lost, that we forgot about, our loved ones, that are silently trying to shout out to us. Shout out to the people that are looking out for us in the spirit realm that we don't even know about. Shout out to the people, to our family members that are breaking generational curses that we don't even know about. Shout out to people who are being strong to get through things that we don't even understand. Shout out to humanity. Shout out to our creator who created all this earth that none of us know of him. I don't care who you think you're a preacher or not. You've never met him. You haven't been to heaven. You haven't died and came back, so you don't really know him. You only call him the Holy Spirit. No one added a book to the Bible. No one took it away either. But there is a spirit realm, and yes, you are wise. But you haven't met God. No, you haven't. You haven't met the God who created this earth, because this earth's too old for you to go back that far. So, be humble, sit down. And I won't drop the mic, because I'm using my laptop, and my window's closed. But I know from now on, if you don't open up the window, black boy, and speak out your mouth, one, have something to say, or at least a good instrumental. But two, now I don't even know what I'm saying. It's America. Freedom of speech. My constitutional right, number 1, freedom of speech. But once again, be wise. Yeah, I don't have it all. Y'all see I'm crazy, but thanks for giving space for all of us in this crazy world. Agape love. Agape love. Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. Where are you? I love you. I take you to take me. When we make love, I can feel all your spirits inside of me. Baby, you're so pure.